back at the shed today. So we're going to work on the GC project some. So let's take a look at what we're going to be doing, or trying to do today. So one of the first things that we have to do is some prep work here in the engine bay. Namely, the brake master cylinder and booster needs to be replaced with the upgraded one. So we have to pull that out, and this is something you don't want to do when the engine is taking up all the space. We also have to accommodate a different style brake line. So if I grab the other master cylinder, you can see this one has a connection on the side and the top. So this brake line needs to change. Conveniently enough, the older Foresters use that sort of line with it on the top here. So I have the one out of that there Forester. Convenient to have multiple hunks of junk laying around. So we will be putting that in, and we will do that second. First thing we're going to do is remove that master cylinder. And then we are going to remove the pedal assembly, because we are doing an auto conversion, so we need to get rid of that pesky clutch pedal assembly, because we don't need no clutch. So I am going to get the tripod set up so that it's a little less shaky cam, and you can see what I'm doing as far as removing this and replacing the line that goes over to the ABS pump, and then we'll go from there. One that used master cylinder. Oh, that's weird. Not seen one like that before. It's got a shaft on it. Huh. That's weird. But we can compare the differences. So you can see one is physically larger, the diameters are a little bigger. So supposedly this one, which is off of a 07 STI, something like that, is better. But see what weirded me out, because the ends are different. Reservoirs are the same. But, alright, we'll continue. Now, if some idiot remembered to do the inside part, this should come straight off. The idiot didn't remember to do the inside part. So, now that we're in the first spot for the second time to do the first thing, after the second thing, we're going to take the bolts out of this. We're going to get the right size socket. If you can't tell by now, this is not scripted, because that would just make too much sense. No more clutch pedal. Alright, so we're back around at the front of the car. We're going to work on taking out this front brake line here. So that's going to be this one here. And you can see it wraps down and up and around and all this kind of other stuff. So we're going to work on removing that carefully, gently, cautiously, with a big giant black crowbar. Not the right tool to do this with. However, it does work. Oh, that one just clear blood off. And now we just need to remove it from here. So if I transplant you guys into the engine bay, we can let you see what's going on. Make sure we're on the right one. So this one. Be nice. There we go. Here we go. It is out. We just fish it out of here. Right here. One brake line. And now we have the replacement one to go in. I'm going to move you guys because y'all are in the way. Let's put you guys over here. So this should fit. Bad wrench. Bad. Look at that. Apart from a new car fits like a glove. This also says 07 STI on it. So that will eliminate that question. So yeah, 07 STI, SJ booster, that's what I think everybody identifies it by, is the SJ. Fits like it's supposed to. So now we'll go back around to the interior. Ooh, the sun's bright. Yeah. So we'll go back around to the interior after set the camera up again, and then we can put the brake pedal assembly in and secure it, and then put the master cylinder in. That way the lines are blocked and we don't get any dust and stuff in them. Not going to put any fluid in it yet because the actual lines at the wheels are still dangly, so all the fluid will just run out. But that's not a problem. We're gonna do that in the next video probably. So let's work on brake booster stuff, brake pedal stuff. So here is our brake pedal assembly. Not too worn, actually. This is also from that Forester over there. We are going to put it in its place. I forgot something. Okay, there's a little gasket that goes between the master cylinder and the firewall. Don't think it does much, but I wanted to put it on. So now we can go back to what we were doing. Personally, I like to get all of the bolts started and then tighten them down. That way I make sure everything is lined up. Different people do it different ways. Dealer's choice, I guess you'd say. This way I just make sure that everything is lined up properly. Or properly enough. Sure that it's still good outside. I'm sure this has a torque spec, in case anybody's wondering. I'm sure I don't care what the torque spec is. It's getting ugga-dugged. There we go, brake pedal. Now we need, there's a little pin that goes in here. And as soon as I find that, I'll show you. Where the hell did I put it? So this little pin is what links the actual pedal to the shaft from the brake booster. I'm going to pull you off the stand so that you can maybe see that. So there we go. So that right there will link the pedal together. If you can sit right here. You're a little crooked, but you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Now, they're linked together. So, that is how you change perfectly good manual transmission pedals into even better automatic brake pedal. I mean, it's bigger, so it's got to be better, right? Because everybody knows things that are bigger are better. No, maybe. Okay. So we've got master cylinder, brake booster in and attached, so that is officially done. We've got the brake line run around and hooked into the ABS unit. So what we need to do now to complete our brake booster master cylinder upgrade is to actually put the master cylinder on. So we're going to take a break and grab some iced tea because this is the South and we like iced tea. I don't care what you say. That's our official drink as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to reset everything up so we can go back to the front. You can see the master cylinder go on. And then we will decide what to do next because we're making pretty good time. It's still pretty early. It is cold. All right, here is our master cylinder to go in the car. Let's hope everything continues to work. Master cylinder's on. I am not going to ugga-dugga this, so let me get the 12 mil wrench. Oh, it's right here. See? Right here. And we're going to give this a little hand tug. About there. There we go. Let's see here. So this line is going to work fine. This other one is going to be a pain in the ass. Let me let you see what I'm seeing. So it is sitting a touch too far back. So we're going to have to bend it. We need to go over some, go up some, up a little more. There we go. See, it's that simple. Brake lines are usually pretty flexible about that sort of thing. You don't want to kink them. You don't want to bend them too much. But for something like that, that's perfectly fine. Everything is still pretty much where it's supposed to be. So it should be fine. All those lines are flush enough. Let's tighten it up. Should be good. We've got this one to go in. Alright, let's crank you guys up. There you go. I got you high. It's a little stiff. Some lube. Everybody likes lube. There, see, lube makes everything a little nicer. There we go. We have a nice, shiny, new to us master cylinder. Everything's in, nice and good.